Hey, shalom, shalom. Give me one moment. Baba Kasha, let me test the sound. And we're going to get rocking and rolling. All right, we good to go. Go ahead with that, you know what I'm saying? Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Where we are led by the amazing, commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? So the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. If you are not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. I'm Priest and Officer of 50, Yapakan Ban Yahawada. Today is the I.S.U.P.K Friday Lashawan Qadash class for I.S.U.P.K Houston, I.S.U.P.K Lufkin, I.S.U.P.K Galveston, I.S.U.P.K Port Arthur, and Beaumont. All 5 of those zones. It was I.S.U.P.K Friday Lashawan Qadash. Lashawan Qadash meaning holy tongue. Lashawan meaning tongue. Qadash meaning holy. Holy tongue. That is our set apart language as Israelites. We are the Israelites of antiquity, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And Hebrew, or also known as the Lashawan Qadash, is our native language, man. The languages like English and Spanish and Creole and Patois, these languages were given to us through captivity, man, by our oppressors. That's not our culture. Today on Fridays, we get into our culture, man. We get back into what things that set us apart from the other nations. And the Hebrew, speaking, reading, and writing, the ancient Hebrew, Assyrian, and Paleo, that is our native language, and that is our culture. That's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start off class the way I always start off class. That's with the Hebrew alphabet. This chart you see right here, provided to you by the men who've been laboring since 1969 in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, is the complete Hebrew alphabet. We have all 22 characters from A all the way to Tha. This right here is the ancient or the Paleo, and down below is the same A to Tha. But this is a different. It's the same 22 characters, but it's different symbols because it's a different. It's a different cap. These were created in a different captivity. I mean, it's the same language, but these symbols were derived from a different captivity. You know what I'm saying? But we're still saying A through Tha. So I'm gonna go over them, starting with A. Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. With those 22 characters we just went over, you know what I'm saying? Those are the alphabet in Hebrew. All words in the Hebrew language are made of combinations from these letters. They're not just single letter. We just sounded them out on through Tha. It's a little bit different from English. It's not just T, but it's T-A for Ta. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all the words in Hebrew are made combinations of these letters. And down below we have the Assyrian. These 5 digits you see right here, they're because in the Assyrian Hebrew, there's 5 particular letters. If the Hebrew word ends in these 5 letters, if it ends in a ka, ma, na, pa, or taza, then you have to use a different symbol rather than the regular Syrian symbol up here. The end ends in these. And then for the ancient or the paleo, you gotta remember to use your connectors. That's what we're about to go over today, man. About to dive into our culture. Because, you know what I'm saying, the other nations, they still have their culture intact. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we were robbed of our culture. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, who was the devil the Bible speaks of, he made it so that we didn't remember who we were. And on top of that, he took it from us. He took our culture from us. So he made that we don't remember who we originally were, and he gets to act like he is and always was, that be the great people that we once were, or still are rather than that. Because here we are, 2024 today, because of the grace of the I.S.U.P.K, you know, getting into our culture, studying the Hebrew. So let's get into it, man. Last class, we went over the qual stem. We conjugated the word shamar for past tense. So I'm going to quickly go over it. I'm going to quickly give us a brief recap of last week by going over the past tense real quick. But today we're going to be going over present tense. How to conjugate verbs, man. Being able to speak Hebrew. To say the word love in Hebrew, I love you, anya, ahab, or awahab, atha. We're going to go over it today. So last recap. Pretty much, we got I, anya, we. Okay, let me get a different color. You know, it hits a little bit different when you write it in a different color. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to see. It pops out at you, and then when it's easier to see, it's easier to remember. Easier to get for your notes. So we got I, we got we, and then we got you, which is a the. And then you plural, masculine of course, a thumb, and then plural feminine, a thun, he, third person, hawa, she, third person, haya, they, masculine, plural, and they, feminine, han. I, we, All right, these are the pronouns. These are never gonna change all throughout all three of these classes we got last week. We did it last week. It's not gonna change for today. It's not gonna change for next week either. This is pretty much how you address somebody or yourself or a group of people. You got first person, you got second person, and then you got third person. So then we're gonna go into the conjugations. I'm not gonna use red, I like to use red for Hebrew. So the shamar is the word we are using in these conjugations. So I, anya, past tense, shamartha. We, past tense, shamar Noah. Salakia, it's not shamartha, shamarthaya. I just remember that. Salakia, shamarthaya. I watched, anya shamarthaya. We watched, anak Noah, shamar Noah. So you can see the pattern that we got going on. You watched, shamar tha. You know what I'm saying? That's the pattern that we got going on. You add something at the end to conjugate the word shamar. You add something at the end. Remember, past tense, it happened before, it's going to be at the end of the verb. You go back to last week to get the rest of the notes for the rest of the pronouns, but we're going to get into present tense right now. But that's the pattern for last week. You, shamar tha. We, shamar Noah. Anak Noah, shamar Noah. Remember, you can't say we shamar Noah, because that's half English, half Hebrew. So, anak Noah, shamar Noah. We watched. That Noah is the conjugation on shamar. And then we have the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to go back into last week's notes to get it. But now we're gonna get into this week. We're gonna create our nice little chart for our present tense. So I went over that recap real quickly, just to, you know what I'm saying, give us a little bit of a reminder of where we were last week, and so we can start recognizing the pattern of past, present, and future. So past, you conjugate the verb by adding something to the end. I'm gonna give you a spoiler for next week. Future, you conjugate the verb by adding something in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You put something in the beginning of it. And present is going on now, which we're going today. You conjugate the verb by putting something right in the middle of the word, right in the middle of the verb. Shamar would be shawamar. I know you heard fake Israelites say shalom. Well, they're pretty much saying peace, because shalom means peace, but they're saying peace as far as it's a verb, and it's a present tense verb, which is why they're bastardizing the language. But again, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in I.S.U.P.K, you're not in the truth. So with that, you know, so I'm gonna get into today's lesson. Make our nice little. Well, first I gotta write the word. Damn, man. Every week I have a problem with these markers, man. It's lucky. And I just pulled these out too. All right, Most High in Christ, Lord with me. Shamar. To watch. And I gave you a neat little word at the beginning of class, ahab, that means to love, but I like using shamar. Shamar, you know what I'm saying, it's easy to work with. But ahab works too. We would say awahab, like I am loving you. Anya awahab. Or anya awahabtaya. No, anya ahabtaya. I loved. But yeah. So Shamar. Alright, Hebrew, pop it. Shamar. See, the ma, if the ma was at the end of the word, it would be a closed box. But the ma is in the middle of the word, so it's open at the bottom. Sha, ma, and ra. Shamar. Here with the paleo, you got our connectors, and one under sha, leaving that alone. And then ma and ra have a connector under them, combining them, making them mar. Because the connectors and the paleo help you with the pronunciation of the word. We got Shamar. Now let's get our chart popped. All right, so we're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, doing it for present tense. Just like last week, we're gonna conjugate all the pronouns that we saw at the beginning of class. It was in first person, I, we, second person, you, y'all, third person, he, she, they. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna conjugate all of these pronouns and for the word shamar to be present tense. I am watching. You are watching. They are watching. Not they watched, because that's past tense. Present tense. They are watching. So we're going to start off with first person. So we got first person. We're going to have to do singular. Male and female, because it's the same, atha. And then plural. No, not atha, salakia. It's anya. My bad for that. But then plural. Now let me go over these first persons really quick. So first person is things dealing with me. I'm the one talking. So first person is me talking around myself. Me talking with the emphasis on myself. Singular is just me. I'm talking about me. And it's the same masculine and feminine. If I were a woman, I would say I the same way I currently say I, anya. You know what I'm saying? I singular is me. All about me. One person, just me. First person singular. First person plural is not only me, but whoever's with me. Because it's multiple. It's more than just me because it's plural. But it's still talking about me. So it's we. So singular, I, plural, we. And it's both the same masculine and feminine. singular, I think I'm spelling that right, because that's the way it's spelled in the Hebrew. You got to put the I, na, and the ya. But I was doing it without the H before, but that's how I'm gonna do it now. It just don't look right to me, but Salakia. But it's anya though, singular, first person. How to say I or I am? It's anya. It's right up there too. Oh, that's the prefix actually. That's chewing. That's walking and chewing bubble gum up there. But this is another way to skin a cat. To say I am, you say anya or I. So let's do one at a time. Anya, a, na, ya. Anya. Anya. Then we have it in the Hebrew. I or anya. So how the conjugation rule for present tense, the verb anya, is add wa after the first letter. So you add a wa after the first letter. The first letter of shamar is a sh. It's not S, but the sh all serves as that one letter. Like I was saying, it's not like English where one symbol is, you know what I'm saying, just one letter. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's the sounding of sh, which is the letter, which is all three of these letters in English. So the wa after sh would be shawamar. Right over here. Shawamar. So to say I am watching, you say anya shawamar. I am watching them. I'm watching them. How to say that to YAHANNA? If he tells you to, you know what I'm saying, keep sight on something, you can say anya shawamar han. I'm watching them. Let me get shawamar in Hebrew. Shawamar. Shawamar. All right. There you have it. You got first person singular, anya shawamar. I am watching. Present tense. So now let's go to the we. Plural is we. We is anaknoah. Anaknoah is the word for the pronoun for we. Anaknoah. Anaknoah in the Paleo and the Assyrian. Now, for the conjugation rule for anaknoa, you're gonna add that what, put it in the middle of the word, just like for singular, and that's gonna be the common practice for all of the words today. I remember I was telling us about the pattern. The pattern for a present is the conjugation is in the middle of the word. For past, it's at the end of the word, and for future, it's at the beginning of the word. We're doing present, so all of them is gonna have a what at the end, in the middle of the word. But sometimes you do things a little bit different. And that's what I'm gonna break down to you right now. Add what after the first letter and yum at the end. So, yeah, let me underline these. That's pretty much the extent of the class today. So it's plural. We're gonna make the verb pluralized with yum. We're gonna conjugate it with what in the middle, and then we're gonna make the verb pluralized with yum. Now, if it's masculine, that's when we're gonna use the YAM, the yum. If it's feminine, then we use the YAN, the yun. I'm gonna go over that momentarily, but that's pretty much the gist of the class today. We're gonna go over them, but the was always gonna be in the middle of the verb for present tense conjugations, and then the yum is at the end if it's a pluralized pronoun. If a group of people are doing the verb, so then you're gonna pluralize the verb, and then you're gonna make sure it's masculine or feminine with that pluralization. Let's get it. Let's get Shawamarium. Shawamarium. Shawamar. Shawamarium. 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 All right, now we got the first person. I'm saying chart complete. You get that for your notes. I and we. Anya and Anaknoa. Anya Shawamar and Anaknoa Shawamarium. Let me zoom in a little bit. Salakia. There we go. You can be kind to rewind and pause for the cause. So get that for your notes. Now we're gonna move on to second person. If it's not first person, if it's not me talking about myself and things that are surrounding me, then it's second person. Me talking directly to another body. From me to you. Or from me directly to you all. From me directly to you. All right. So we got second person. So second person singular, you is the same male and female. I'm talking directly to you. And there's a reason for that, because I might be talking to okay, the reason for that is that in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, really authority figures were always, when speaking to somebody, directions were always given to the head of the household, which was a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you is a tha, and it's always a tha. So I'm gonna just write that down right here. You, a tha. And it just works the same from talking directly to a woman. It's just you. You know what I'm saying? The word is masculine, you. But for plural, there can be a group of men that I'm talking to, or a group of women. So plural will be y'all. Y'all brothers. Or y'all. Y'all a thumb. I forgot the H. But this is looking familiar with when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, the holy salute. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barak a thumb. Plural, or Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barak Atha, singular. And then plural for the women, Yahweh Shema Elathan Hashem Yahweh Shai. So that thumb, or that son, or that ha. So let's get these in Hebrew. We got a thumb. And then we have a thumb. All right. So we have the paleo and the Syrian. We got our connectors. Then ta, sa, and ma, or sa and ha, making sa, sa, sa and ma, thumb, and then sa and na, or thun, and making then a thun. And then in the Syrian, we have it on this side. The box is closed for the ma at the end, and for the na at the end, it's going all the way, it's extending down below. But there you got it. Let's get the conjugation rule. We're going to just start going one at a time now, because now it's getting a little bit in depth. So for second person singular, you. The conjugation rule, remember what we did? We add the wa in the middle of it. It's going to be the same for every one. We're going to add a wa in the middle of it. And the singular is not plural, so we're not going to pluralize the verb. So it's the same as before. Add wa after the first letter of the verb. So it's shawamar once again. Shawamar. For plural, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add the wa in the middle of the verb, and then we're gonna pluralize the verb too. But remember, it's masculine, so we're gonna use young. So add that wa in the middle, and then the yum at the end. Shawamar yum. I can do it better with that. So we got the wa in the middle, and the yum at the end. Shawamarium. And then for the last, plural feminine, it's going to be the same rule as this one, but instead of yum to pluralize the word, we're going to have what? Na, yan. So a thun shawamarian. Shawamarian. The wa, the na. So that's pretty much the gist of today's class. If the verb, if what we're talking about is singular, doesn't matter if it's first person, second person, or even third person, you're gonna add a wa in the middle and then leave it alone. But if it's plural, then if it's first person, second person, or third person, you're gonna add a wa in the middle and then pluralize the verb with yum or yan, depending on if it's masculine or feminine. And that's the same thing for all of them. But we're gonna keep going, you know what I'm saying, just for your notes. So let's get shawamar, shawamar yum, and shawamar yan in the Hebrew. Shawamar. Shawamar. was a real bad rub right there. Make sure your rubs don't look like doves. They have to be real curved. All right, Shawamar, then Shawamar Yum. Shawamar Yum. Shawamar Yum. And now Shawamar Yun. Go. Shawamar Yun, Shawamar Yum, and Shawamar. Be kind to rewind and pause it if you need to. But now we're about to move on to third person. Let's see what we got with time. We got just enough time for the third person. So we know the conjugation rule is going to be the same for singular or plural, first person and third. It's all about if it's singular or plural for present tense. But we still got to go throughout the practice. You know what I'm saying? Getting our pronouns, getting the viewage of the Paleo and the Assyrian, and just getting in the habit of saying, you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Third person, we're not talking about me or things that go around me, or not even second person directly from me to you, but we're talking about from me to them over there, past you. So third person is he, she, you know what I'm saying, her, him, they, them. It's all he, she, or they. That's what we're about to go over now. That group of that person over there past you, or that group of people over there past you. Third person, we're talking about them over there indirectly. Make this a little bit neater. All right. So third person singular, we're gonna have to go into each one for him, for masculine and feminine, because it's something for each one. So singular, masculine is he. Singular, feminine is she. Plural masculine is, we're gonna say what it is they. And then plural feminine is also they, but it's a different word. So he, how to say he in Hebrew? Hawa'a. Hawa'a. Well, I should be writing this in blue. It's Lakia. But we at the end now, so might as well keep it moving. But Hawa'a is the verbalization for he in Hebrew. She is Haya'a. They, masculine, a group of men. We're talking about those men over there, those brothers, is gonna be Ham. With the ma, Ham. Because again, it's Yah Bashmi Ashab Baraka thumb with a ma. You know what I'm saying? Shawamar Yum with a ma. Ham with a ma. Men is ma. Ham, masculine. And then with that being said, they feminine would be Han. Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Han. All right, so let's get that in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? We got he, Hawa'a, she, Haya'a, they men, Ham, and they women. Han. Let's get it in Hebrew. All right, you got it. The pronouns for third person. He, she, they, and they. So a conjugation rule should really be at least. We're gonna have the same thing for these two. It's gonna be the same, and then it's gonna be something different from each one of these, but they're gonna be pretty much the same. They're gonna be the verb pluralized, with the verb with yum, and then the verb with yun, and then wa in the middle of all the verbs. But nothing at the end of the verb singular. I'm gonna just power through the conjugation rules, and then we're gonna get to the examples, and we can go one at a time there. All right. It's a little bit big, a little bit little grouped up, you know what I'm saying? Little packed in there. But if you see the lines, then you know what's what. So let's get those verbs in there. We're doing shamar. So if we're gonna add what after the first letter of the verb, it's gonna be shawamar. The same for masculine and feminine. But it's gonna be hawa'a shawamar or haya'a shawamar. That's how you be able to decide, not decide, but tell if I'm talking about her or about him. But for both of them, they will watch. He will watch or she will watch. Shawamar. And then for a plural, they, those men, they will watch. Shawamar yum. And then for they, those women, Shawamar yun. All right. So let's get these verbs in the Hebrew. Let me see what we got with time. Get just enough time to get these words in the Hebrew for your notes. Shawamar. 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 Then Shawamar yum. Shawamarium. I should have did over there Slakia. Running out of time now. I'll be able to bunch it up right here. Shawamar. Shawamarium. I hope you can see that. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. You can make it out. If you've been keeping along with us so far, then you'll be able to make out what that says. We got the box for the ma, it was in the ya, the ra, the open box for the ma in the middle, and then the wa and the sha, shawamar. And I was going the opposite way. I was actually going right. I was going left to right. Well, you know, Hebrew is written and read from right to left. But Salakia, if that confused you real quick. Yeah, let me write from right to left right now. Shawamariyan. So we got Sha Wa Mar Yan. Sha Wa Mar Yan. Shawamar. There you got it, Israel. So with those 3 slides, you are now able to conjugate for present tense shamar. I am watching. He is watching. I am watching. We are watching. You know what I'm saying? The conjugation rule is really one of 2, or one of 3, really. But there you have it. Next week we're gonna finally go over future. If you can remember the pattern so far, you know what I'm saying? Past, you conjugate the verb with the conjugation at the end of the verb. Present, the main conjugation is in the middle of the verb. In future, the conjugation is gonna be at the beginning of the verb. The shamar. We'll see you next week, Lord willing. So with that, so we're gonna close out. Men of Israel, I.M.A.D.I.M, which means to stand. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, I.M.A.D.I.M. I.M.A.D.I.M Shabbat. I.M.A.D.I.M Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Barak Atah. Yadim Matah. Stars from the face to sisters. Sisters, I.M.A.D.I.M, which means to stand. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I.M.A.D.I.M Shabbat. I.M.A.D.I.M Barak. Yahweh Shema Al-Atan Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah. Yadim Matah. Class dismissed.